Is the Straw Hat Pirates' famous cook Black Leg Sanji a simp or a pervert? But before we get into that, if you're an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, or a One Piece fan, or a fan of storytelling in general, what we do on this channel is we like to dissect characters and stories and see what we can learn from them and how we can apply it to our everyday life. Because what's a good story if we don't learn something from it? So if I were you, I'd be sure to subscribe and leave a like on this video and comment below what you think, if Sanji is a simp or if he's a pervert. So, is Sanji a simp? Or is he a pervert? Or is he both? Well, first what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to look up the definitions of both of these things. I mean, we want to be as accurate as possible and as fair as possible when grading him on the simp scale. According to Google, a simp is a person who overvalues a woman and puts her on a pedestal. Now, is that Sanji? Now, a pervert is a person whose sexual behavior is regarded to as abnormal and unacceptable. Now, for Japanese Shonen Jump, there's like this reoccurring gag that like the old pervert or just the pervert in the crew in the show is the most hilarious one. Like there's just this connection with humor and pervertedness. That sounds really bad, but like, have you watched Naruto? Have you watched Dragon Ball Z? Have you watched One Piece? They all have that weird pervert character. Now that we've heard both, I want to say I don't think anything Sanji does is morally too unacceptable or sexually unacceptable. I don't think that's Sanji. But when it comes to simp, this definition of simp, of course, yeah, no, that's Sanji. Nope, yeah, that's Sanji. I mean, he said countless amounts of times on this show that the only two people who matter to him are Nami and Robin. Why? Because they're the women. Actually, Nami treats him horribly, treats most people horribly, yet she still deserves the best food in the world. But I mean, I kind of get why he would overtreat those two. I mean, just look at them. But hey, that's up to your opinion. I don't know. It's not mine. And there are countless amounts of times in this series where he's just completely simps out. I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna do Sanji's top simpiest moments. Now yeah, let's try to dissect why he's a simp. And really what I came to was the fact that when he was really young, like below 10 years old, before his personality fully developed, his father and his brothers, the men in his life, or the men and boys in his life, his brothers bullied him. His father put him in jail or in the dungeon of the castle. His brothers only came to see him when it was time to bully him. But the two people who were actually good to him in his life just so happened to be women. His mother tried taking pills so that the genetic modification that his insane father was trying to put in them wouldn't work. It only so happened to work on Sanji. So that was probably why he was like her favorite, because he was the one that was normal. And then she apparently got really sick, and then he developed this love for cooking because he had to take care of her, and he was the only one too. As for his sister, once he was thrown in jail for being not as good as his brothers, his sister would be the only one that would come and give him food and help him out, and she would just be the light in his life at that very moment, and she even helped him escape. So I say all this to say, maybe that was the origins of his simp-like behavior. Maybe that's when he realized, hey, women are way better than men. I mean, other than the obvious reasons why they are. Or maybe he was just born a simp. I don't know. Is being a simp like a personality trait? Because I'm not one, so I wouldn't know. Can we like get tested for your simpness? What would you call them? Symptoms? That was good. Leave a like for that. Leave a like. What we can learn from Sanji is that chivalry isn't dead. And if you try to find the right medium with it and you don't let someone walk all over you just because they're the opposite gender, like how he does, then you can find yourself in a good place and you can find yourself really enjoying that. As men, we should repay women for the stuff that they do in our lives. At least the ones that deserve it. If you're a One Piece or an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan and you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, check out my other two videos, just like this. And peace out, Girl Scout. Grizzly out.